Do you think you know the ocean? That is a naive illusion. Out there, a 12 billion USD empire is operating. Over 10,000 watts of artificial light from floating factories sweep every square inch. No escape. Science does not save nature. And when 12 tons of flesh are stripped in a single night, who is truly pulling the strings of this ecosystem? $12 billion squid fleet, 10,000 watt floating factories drain the deep. No escape. This ship does not float on waves. It is a mobile steel fortress, plunging cruel gashes deep into the heart of the Pacific Ocean. Offshore of the Falkland Islands, the 320 feet long hull is completely wrapped in 2 inches thick reinforced steel. A 10,000 horsepower diesel engine roars below deck, carrying the full load for a massive generator system shining bright like a miniature city. Do you ever wonder how tiny human endurance is before machines devouring thousands of gallons of fuel daily just to plow the ocean? Night falls. The automated longline system wakes up. Tireless, emotionless, thousands of steel robotic arms reach out, programmed with precise probabilities and cable pulling speeds. Every minute, hydraulic winches spool and release every single inch of cable under tension up to 50,000 pounds, completely replacing the muscles of hundreds of fishermen. Rigid, cold, and supremely perfect, exactly like an automated assembly line in Detroit. Mechanical power is suffocating all natural breath. But as the night deepens, what will this soulless machinery face at the bottom of the abyss? Beneath pitch black waters, humans use no woven nets. They cast an invisible trap combining artificial light and steel cables. Thousands of barbless luminescent lures, UV reflective EGI jigs, plunge straight down to 3,000 feet depth. Under photobiological stimulation, squid surge up from the abyss, swarming the ship sides. Hydraulic winch systems calculate spooling speeds breathlessly. If the line slackens for even a split second, prey escapes. Do you think humans control this game? Oregon is that taut cable pulling the strings of destiny. The matrix closes, but when the load exceeds the 50,000 pounds threshold, steel cables begin shrieking with the sound of destruction. Deep abyss pressure compresses to the limit. What happens when the winch starts dredging tons of biomass onto the deck? Thousands of feet deep, the war between man and ocean turns into a pure physical gamble. Pitch black water wrestles violently with the steel machine, using the primitive strength of tens of thousands of swimming entities in the dark. Hydraulic clutch systems vibrate wildly under brutal loads. Their tentacles possess extreme mechanical load-bearing capacity, 7.4 times their own body weight. Pull too fast, tentacles snap off. Pull too slow, assets evaporate into thin air, Winches roar, forcing steel cables to bite deep into the ship's side under extreme tension. Do you ever wonder if humans are taming the sea? Or again, if we are just challenging a monster about to break its chains? The load on the winch system has crossed the 50,000 pounds threshold, pushing the entire mechanical structure to the ultimate braking strength limit. Everything hits the red line, but when the cargo hold bursts open to release dozens of tons of flesh onto the deck, what nightmare awaits the crew in the dark chamber? The deck transforms into a mechanical slaughterhouse. Thousands of entities dump onto the steel floor exactly like a rain of asset storms soaked in slime and silver shine. The wildness of the sea is completely neutralized by machines. Do you ever wonder whether these massive asset hauls are saving the marine economy, or again stripping away the final breaths of the abyss? In a mere 180 seconds, automatic winch systems fling over 25,000 pounds of squid flesh through the rotation drum. Massive weight crushes the ship's sides, forcing the steel structure to strain against thousands of tons of pressure. The weight of depletion presses heavily upon every mindless muscle fiber. Every passing second converts directly into life or death value. An asset storm roars beneath the crew's feet. Every second delayed on deck vaporizes cash into thin air. Air compressors shriek, forcing all biomass straight into the sorting zone. The weight of greed crushes every fiber of flesh. Workers plunge into the sorting grinder inside a suffocating atmosphere. A tiny mistake, toxic slime, or a membrane tear can turn the entire vessel pulled into a biological hell reeking of death. When this wild biomass steps through the micro-sorting doors, do humans realize the brutal price hidden behind the industrial cover? The purge shifts to the micro stage. Automatic conveyor belts swallow the biomass whole. Where all biological concepts are completely erased, only the ultimate sorting standard of $1 billion market remains. Zero mercy, only mechanical precision, from the crushing deep seabed to sterile frozen trays. Products are zoned, but when dozens of tons of this flesh are shoved straight into negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit, super-fast freezing chambers, time is running out before decay turns fortunes into trash. Do you ever wonder if this machine's apathy is protecting economic value? Oregon stripping away the final breaths of nature. Step into the stainless steel sanctuary. No room for crudeness here. Surgical intervention with extreme precision, peeling skin membranes, extracting white spine cartilage, and neutralizing black ink sacs. Under automated knife systems, over 500 pounds of flesh are stripped of skin and viscera every single minute. Cold, fast, and emotionless. Exactly like an advanced medical surgery line in Chicago biological labs. Do you ever wonder whether these absolute cuts glorify industrial optimization? Oregon's serve as surgical blades, completely stripping nature's final breath. When the flesh mass is completely bare under sterile lights, can the machine halt the law of decay lurking ahead? The flesh mass is blanched in boiling water to lock cell structures, instantly shoved straight into bone-chilling freezing chambers. Chamber temperatures plummet downhill to -40 degrees Fahrenheit, locking down the entire protein structure before any decomposition mechanism can even begin. Deep freezing is not just food preservation. Biochemically, the machine completely deactivates self-destruct enzymes, freezing time and stripping natures right to decay. Do you ever wonder if this artificial immortality is the peak of science? Oregon extreme arrogance as humans dare steal the cycle of life and death from all creation? Humans programmed fake immortality for a mindless protein block. But when these ice blocks leave cold chambers to enter the logistics grind, will the supply chain save them from collapse? The massive ship docks silently, closing a brutal voyage. The land logistics iron chain officially tightens. Cranes unload over 50,000 pounds of finished PE containers onto refrigerated truck systems. The absolute cold chain is not allowed to fluctuate by even a single degree Fahrenheit. Do you ever wonder whether this system is preserving food? Oregon escorting asset blocks crystallized from ocean depletion? The race of armored money carriers, thousands of cargo crates escorted at a constant -20 degrees Fahrenheit. Fast, brutal, and emotionless, exactly like a military asset transport operation across the Nevada desert. Every delayed second on the highway trades away hundreds of thousands of USD in value. Reefer trucks tear through the dark night, but when they crawl into the mega factory gates, what brutal process awaits to chop this biomass to pieces? Step into the deep processing mega factory, where wild biomass is completely stripped of its ego, reborn as a flawless industrial product. Tens of thousands of entities are absolutely vacuum sealed under mechanical pressure, wrapped in antioxidant nylon films at -20 degrees Fahrenheit. Carrying commercial barcodes, they officially dominate elite supermarket shelves from Tokyo to New York. Do you ever wonder whether the perfection of this emotionless nylon shell is protecting food value? Oregon concealing an overexploitation death sentence. Fortunes are completely sealed, but when porcelain plates in high-end restaurants ready themselves to receive this asset haul, what is the true price the ocean ecosystem must bear? The flawless cleanliness on elite sashimi plates is actually just a sophisticated mask, built by over 15,000 gallons of diesel, thousands of watts of artificial light, and a stainless steel matrix. Nature's great wilderness has been molded into asexual protein blocks. Do you ever wonder whether these million-dollar asset hauls are feeding humanity? Oregon steadily draining the final life force of the sea. We pride ourselves on technology, helping humans master the ocean. Or in reality, are we just building more ruthless steel monsters, dredging this planet's life force dry just to beautify financial reports? Out in the freezing north, another blazing red life force awaits dredging. The decay of wild Alaska salmon will be the next brutal answer. Do you choose to close your eyes or stare truth straight in the face? Join DDB Green to explore and discover the upcoming freezing battlefield.